I'm a baby boomer that was born in Los Angeles in 1955 and was here a very short time. And my father and a lot of the teenagers or young adults in Los Angeles who had families, we started on this wagon trail of chasing after things called job shopping. And they worked for companies like Teledyne and Rocketdyne and Aerospace and Lockheed, IBM, and Fairchild, Rockwell, TRW, McDonnell Douglas, Martin Marietta. It was all the big companies, and they would have jobs in different places. So we left out of Los Angeles in like in 1958, 59 to go to Utah, and we lived with Mormons, which was a trip. Anyway, awesome church. Big, big production values. Seriously, they know what they're doing. Come on, they come out with a Christmas album every year. So then we go back, and when we go back to California, we go to San Jose. Now, I don't know where that is, and I'm like 3 or 4. So I wake up in this town of 1,500 people in the middle of a prune orchard, and it was at that exact moment that television, the technology of TV, was like the iPhone. It was really just hysterically talked about constantly, and so much so that my father, being a tech head in San Jose, put up a 35-foot gold anodized antenna pointed towards Oakland so that he could pick up the stations coming out of Jack London Square and KRON, and it was very different, and it was nothing like Los Angeles, yet we were in the state of California. And what happened to me was, in this very important medium, my parents would be watching movies and they would yell out, "Oh, look, that's Willie Nussard's house," or "Oh, there's Belmont High School." And I would ask them, why do you know what those places are inside the TV? Like, who are you? And they said, "We used to live there." And they told me I was born in the place where all the movies were filmed. And then when there was like a TV show, and they would say something like from Television City in Hollywood, my dad would say, "You were from there." And it made me feel so oddly special amongst living in the orchards with farmers and livestock and fruit. So, I don't know, that did something to me. And I spent my life trying to get there. I tried to get to Los Angeles. I rode my bicycle down 152 out to Los Banos. I made it all the way to wasn't the 5 back then, but it was like the 101, the 99. I got up pretty far. And Highway Patrol brought me back home. They said they were riding their bikes to LA. Yeah. So, and then late at night, we would hear Wolfman Jack, who was broadcast out of Los Angeles. So it was this beaming culture down the coast. And oddly enough, all the kids that I went to school with, at Soderatt School and Hoagie Intermediate and Branham High School, a lot of those kids were also born in Los Angeles. There were so many people from LA up there that there was a hardware store on Hamilton Avenue that said, "We don't give a damn how they did it in LA." So it was a cross-cultural thing. My father always used to warn that too many people from Los Angeles and San Jose, he said, they'll turn the whole goddamn place into Los Angeles. They're just gonna pave it all the way from LA right up to San Francisco's back door. They're just gonna make it look just like LA. Anyway, it's 2017 and it doesn't look like that. But recently I came back to San Jose, and it was, how do you know you're raised in someplace that beautiful if that's all you ever knew growing up? And I don't know. I think a lot of places get a lot of press about being really stunning or beautiful, but San Jose, after the rains, my God, that should be a tourist attraction. It really should. I told my friend, I said, I want to get baskets of wine and just drive them around and look at green hills and blue skies. You know, it's just mind-blowingly beautiful. There's a reservoir, San Luis Obispo Reservoir, and it at one point it looked like New Zealand over there. The cows eat the grass down to the fence along the hill line because the cows can't get their head outside of the barbed wire fence. On the outside of the barbed wire fence are mustard and wildflowers and little blue and purple and white flowers that crop up around the posts of the barbed wire fence. But on the cow's side, it looks like a perfectly mowed lawn. And then where all the posts are, there are these big tufts of flowers that the cows can't eat, so they grow up. And all the posts look like they've been landscaped. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And every time I go through there, because of having to go back and forth, I become overwhelmed by the beauty of the area. Los Gatos, Saratoga, San Jose, Santa Clara, Santa Teresa, all of it. I know everyone loves San Francisco, but there's something, I don't know, Sound of Music ish about the area. And I would think that maybe a place that was that pretty would be the reason that there is a Google and a Facebook and a Netflix and a Yahoo, Apple, Oracle. An environment may give way to such amazing technology and wealth that maybe if we made every place look as pretty as San Jose with its green rolling hills and beautiful natural landscape allowed to survive in a metropolis that could have blown out of its seams years ago, that's kind of the way to go. But my God, that's a really pretty city, and I'm really glad I grew up there. But I didn't realize until I got to be in my 60s that that's probably the prettiest city on the planet, and it's just underrated. I don't know. Probably because there's nothing goofy to do there. It's just this amazing beauty, you know. And Mandarin Chinese people yelling at each other in Chinese while they make you an Italian pizza. It's delivered by a Latino. Oh, God bless California. All right, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.